Hi everybody, this is Keeper of the Dark Heart here, bringing you with another chapter of the Let's Read The Legend of Eevee, Pokeflute of Time, Chapter 3, Celebi Kicks It. We all know what's going to happen here, folks. As if
And
as the chapter
yeah,
title
title
is
just
obvious, or if any of us have played Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, you would know this.
I haven't. I didn't, but now I do. Thank
Well,
you for ruining the Ocarina of Time for me. Thank you.
well, if you watch any Let's Play that's on YouTube, then the game is already ruined for you,
The
sort of.
only I've never thank you. Now I know that if I watch a Let's Play, it'll be ruined for me. Thank you for that. Now I just can't watch a Let's Play, can I?
Oh, that means you won't watch mine when it eventually gets put up?
Nope. Maybe, possibly. It depends on how much epic fail is in it.
Alright. Now, Chapter 3, Celebi Kicks It. Pichu and Togetic found themselves in an enormous, darkened chamber held up by a series of pillars. The silence was eerie.
Now, be on your guard.
Togetic said sternly.
Do you see anything unusual?
Not really. Just some grass, some mist. Oh, and the huge spider staring at us from the top of the ceiling.
Say what?
There was a rustling sound, and then the room shook as an enormous red spider with yellow and purple striped legs slammed onto the ground directly in front of them.
I am Queen Ariados.
She bellowed.
Who are you?
And quick pause right here. Isn't it Ariados?
I don't know, I call it Ariados.
Whatever. Anyways, moving on. Continuing. I'm Pichu, Pichu said in a very high voice.
Nice to meet you!
Said Ariados, or Ariados, whatever.
Forgive me, but I am... Sorry, I am contractually obligated to eat you! Now.
Still your line, you know.
What?
Still your line.
What? I did say my line.
You have another line!
I do not! Okay, let me... sorry.
No, after that.
Sorry, I forgot Toga said.
Derp moment much?
Blonde moment much.
So as you can tell, this is not as you can tell, folks, this is not a professional Let's Read.
Nor is it very taken seriously, no.
Exactly. Moving on.
Pichu, you might want to try that bullet seed move now.
Togetic said uneasily as Ariados began closing in on them. Huh? Oh, right, said Pichu, fumbling through his bag before pulling out a handful of seeds and lobbing directly into the Queen's face.
Ow!
Ariados roared before collapsing.
For some reason, being hit in the face with a seed has caused me to become drastically incapacitated.
Good enough for me, said Pichu, walking up to her. Pichu, use Leaf Blade! Somehow it actually works! Yes, I'm awesome! He jeered, waving and slapping his butt in the spider's face.
Pichu, you're supposed to kill it, not make it want to puke.
Pichu turned around. Huh?
Pay attention! She's getting away!
Ariados had darted away from Pichu and climbed up the wall, and now she was hanging from the ceiling once again, dropping a bunch of eggs onto the ground around him. Ha! Ha! You think a bunch of rocks are gonna stop me? You're an idiot.
Pichu, those aren't rocks.
Huh? What do you... Aw, crap, said Pichu as a bunch of Spinnerax hatched out of the eggs and flew at him, latching onto his face. Now before... Alright, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Now, I was gonna say, now, this part was like a kind of bolded area, which would mean Pichu screaming. And like I promised last time, I wouldn't rape your ears. That's her job now. So, carry on. Pichu screamed as he ran in circles around the room, waving his arms around insanely and crashing into the walls.
Give me that.
Togetic snapped, snatching the leaf blade out of his hands, flying up to Ariados and stabbing her in the side. The Queen let out a roar of pain and plummeted to the ground, landing directly on top of Pichu.
I gotta go. I mean, I'll be right back. Just pause it.
Alright.
Sorry.
So, okay, we're pausing now. Anyways, now what may have seemed for you guys a few seconds, for us it's been like a couple of hours, so Let's
Or is it a
continue
couple
the
hours?
chapter.
Oh,
Hello?
sorry, my turn.
Derp.
Shut okay. Whoops, my bad.
Said Jodetta, quickly reaching under and pulling him out. Pichu pulled the last spinner rack off his face and saw Ariados lying motionless on the floor. Hey, I won, he said brightly.
Yeah, you sure you did. Oh, sorry. Wrong! I'm not dead!
Shouted Ariados, leaping back to her feet and stomping directly toward Pichu. Ah, I'm done for, Pichu wailed, curling up into a ball and throwing his hands onto his face.
I have you now! Time to... Ah!
Ariados screamed as she tripped over Pichu, crashing to the ground and dying instantly. Pichu lifted his head up. Wow, that was easy.
That was anticlimactic.
Togetic pouted. Pichu and Togetic walked into the conveniently located shining blue portal that had suddenly materialized and felt themselves teleported out of the Deku Tree, appearing back in the forest in front of Celebi. What the? You guys aren't dead? He exclaimed when he saw them, looking shocked. I certainly wasn't expecting that,
You're so kind.
Togetic said grudgingly, attempting to rub the dirt off of herself.
Okay, see, we nearly got killed painfully countless times over, but we got rid of that stupid spider. Happy?
Oh, well, about that. See, it turns out you were too late to save me, and I'm about to die anyways. So, all that stuff you did was absolutely for nothing. Funny, huh? Togetic was silent for a moment before letting forth an explosive volley of expletives that could be heard throughout the entire forest. Anyway, Pichu, there's something I have to give you, Celebi went on, ignoring the fact that Togetic had thrown him onto the ground and was pummeling him repeatedly. It's the reason that evil Pokemon put this curse on me. Celebi reached underneath himself and hurled a shining green stone at Pichu, hitting him squarely in the head. Pichu received the Leaf Stone. It's the most sacred relic of the forest, and Celebi is entrusting it to him for some reason. Probably not the best idea. Oh, and another thing, Pichu. I need you to leave the forest and go to Hyrule Castle. There you will find the Princess of Destiny and learn what you must do to stop this sinister Pokemon from spreading his darkness across the land. But, Celebi, grass types can never leave the forest. If we do, we die a horrible, painful death. Yeah, I can definitely relate, Celebi said irritably. Okay, I'm dying now. Togetic backed away as Celebi flopped motionlessly onto the ground, his body slowly disappearing in a sparkling shaft of light. Togetic, Pichu said after a moment of silence, you think we're gonna get in trouble for basically killing the guardian of the entire forest?
No, nobody's gonna care.
Sometime later.
You fucking killed Celebi!
Trico screamed, grabbing Pichu by the shoulders and shaking him uncontrollably.
It's not in caps. I mean, it's not in bold. I don't have to.
But that's all caps denote screaming, so...
But it's not bolded.
Just read it.
Fine. You fucking idiot! You doomed us all! Doom, do you hear me?
Burn him! Burn him! Chanted the angry crowd surrounding them. Many members were waving torches and pitchforks. Jeez, Trico, calm down, Pichu said uneasily. He was a prick anyway. Oh, that does it. You are so gonna get burned,
Much as I'd like to watch that.
said Jodetic, who was sitting on a rock nearby and filing her non-existent nails.
You guys are a bunch of grass types living in a forest. The whole burn thing probably won't go down well.
Trico gave her an annoyed look. Alright then, what would you suggest?
Me? Well, I personally would just hold him underwater until he stops breathing. But then again, you could just make him leave the forest. He'll die instantly.
Good idea. Okay then, Pichu, you are hereby banished from Kokiri Forest. Okay, I was actually gonna leave anyway. Trico blinked. You were? Yep, so, see you, I guess, Pichu said nonchalantly before turning around and walking away. Trico watched him go and fold his arms smugly. Well, I sure showed him. Everyone in the crowd did a mass facepalm. And again, sometime later, So, Togetic, are you sure this is going to be safe? Pichu asked anxiously. They were standing on the bridge that would lead them out to the forest and into the outside world. I mean, I don't want to die or anything.
Well, I personally hope you do, so I say we go.
They started across the bridge when, due to inferior graphics, Leafeon suddenly appeared out of thin air. Dude! Pichu freaked out. Are you some kind of ninja or something?
Oh, you're leaving? Well, I always knew you would leave the forest one day.
Leafeon said to Pichu.
Mostly because I figured you'd do something stupid that would get you banished. So I got you a going away present.
Pichu's ears perked up. A present? Is it candy? Or jewels? Or candy?
What? No, it's this Pokeflute.
She said, putting it in his hands.
I don't want it anymore, so I guess it's good enough for you.
First seed, now a flute? Jeez, all my presents suck. I can't wait to get out of here. With that, he turned back around and stormed across the bridge.
Good luck on your epic quest or whatever, Pichu.
Leafeon called after him, then turned to Togetic with concern in her eyes. Oh, oops.
You think, you'll make sure he's alright, won't you? You'll look after him? Hell no.
Said Togetic, flying after Pichu. And that is Chapter 3, ladies and gentlemen. Celebi kicks it. So, I'm starting to think that this Togetic character was modeled after you.
I don't know what you mean. Just 'cause she likes pain and suffering of other people?
Yeah, definitely you.
Uh,
So, your thoughts of this chapter?
I hope to see death and destruction soon.
Well, you may get your wish
Yeah,
sooner or later. Well, that's it for this chapter, folks. Join us next time for Chapter 4. So, until then, take it easy.
Adios.
Bye now. Alright, that's that.